guys, welcome back. Okay, so today I'm actually going to be playing around in some of the new items that I purchased from Sephora. Not a full face of new products, but just some key items that I really want to test out because I'm curious about. And the main one being this Patrick Ta foundation. I am very curious about this foundation to see how it's going to look on my skin. Now, I have the shade Golden 20. And this is called the Major Skin Hydra Luxe Luminous Skin Perfecting Foundation. Okay, that is like a hell of a title, but yeah, I'm curious to see how this is going to fare on me. I think I'm gonna like it. And I also want to try out this Milk Hydro, Glow Primer. So this is the glowy primer from Milk Makeup. And I want to try this out. I said I wasn't going to put it all over my face, but I think I am. I think today I'm going to go ahead and slather it all over my face just to see how it works out. And then the other major thing I want to try out is this Hourglass Ambient Face Palette. This one is the Lotus Flower one, which is the deepest one, I believe, you know. So yeah, I'm excited to try this out and see how it fares on my skin tone. So I don't even know if I'm doing eyeshadow today, you guys, but let's start out by trying this Milk Glow Primer. And like I said, I'm going to put it all over my face just to see just how glowy I guess I'm gonna look. I'll just start out with one pump and see how that goes, because I don't want to be looking crazy. And it feels like this spreads out pretty nice and evenly, so I might only need like a pump and a half just to put some on my forehead and chin. But since I'm using this, you know, new Patrick Ta foundation, it might actually look nice. But yeah, I can see just looking in the little monitor that it's already got me looking very glowy. So I don't know, sometimes I like to look glowy, sometimes not so much. So I'm just putting, you know, little dabs all over. It feels nice though. I like the way it feels for sure. Not just the glowy aspect of it, but it feels like a nice solid base for a good foundation and makeup application. It does. It feels nice. It's not sticky. It doesn't feel wet. It's actually absorbing into my face very nicely. So that's surprising. I'm glad that it's not slick and sticky. You know, it feels good. Okay, so next we're gonna go in with this foundation. I'm not gonna do any color correcting or prep work or anything like that like I normally do. And I'm gonna use a sponge today. I've been using a brush and I kind of miss using a nice fluffy damp sponge. So that's what I'm going to use today. So let me just shake this up a bit. Okay, and it does have a pump, as you can see. So I think I'm gonna start on my hand with 3 pumps. Yeah, let's do that. We'll do 3 pumps and just kind of see how this goes. I don't think it says full coverage. I think it says medium coverage, if I'm not mistaken. The sponge feels so nice on my face. Okay, I'm gonna go in with 2 more pumps, which I'm not surprised because with me using a sponge, of course it's going to soak up some of the product. And with this sponge application, it feels very light. It doesn't feel heavy at all. definitely feels very luminous and looks very luminous. So how much of that is from the primer and how much of that is from the foundation, I'm not sure, but I like it. So this is what we're looking like. Okay, very luminous. I feel like it's a decent color match for me. Yeah, for sure. It's probably the best color match for me. Okay, so now before I go in with this Easy Bake pressed powder from Huda Beauty. This is the Easy Bake and Snatch from Huda Beauty. And I bought the pressed powder. I already have the loose, so I'm familiar with it. Really, really like it. But I wanted to try out the pressed. I don't have a new concealer, so I'm going in with my Kosas Concealer. And I'm just going to brighten up my face a little bit. And I'm going to use that same sponge. I'm just turning it onto the clean side. I actually really like this concealer. It blends out nicely. It's not drying. And I like the shade that I have. I will list all the products that I am using in the description box. Okay, so now that concealer's blended out, I'm gonna go in with the Easy Bake pressed powder. And I hadn't decided yet if I wanted to use one of the little puffs or if I want to use a brush. I think I might use a puff. Now this powder, which is here, it comes with its own little puff, which is cute. It's a cute little puff, you know, great for on the go, I guess. But I'm not gonna use that. I'm gonna leave that in there and I'm gonna use my own little puff. And I'm gonna use a black one so I can see how much product I'm actually picking up. Okay. I like it. I definitely like the shade for sure. Yeah, even using my puff, it's like I'm swirling it around and it's not picking up like a whole lot of powder, which I actually like because it's helping me control the amount that I apply very easily. So I do like that. I like that a lot. I'm not really concerned about picking up too much or putting too much. And that happens to me occasionally when I use the loose powder. I'll pick up too much and it just becomes a mess. So yeah, I like it. I really, really do. I like the press situation. Okay, so now I don't have, like I said, a new pressed powder for all over my face, so I'm just gonna go in with my NARS. This is Seafront in the Soft Matte Advanced Perfecting Powder from NARS. And let me show you what it looks like. So this is what shade Seafront is. So you can definitely quickly see the difference in the shade of these two powders. I can almost use this Seafront as a bronzer, honestly. That's how warm it is. I'm really, really liking how my face is looking right now with the foundation, the concealer, that NARS powder. Yeah, and I don't feel like that glowy primer is doing too much. I feel like it's doing just enough so far. So, okay, let's move into this Hourglass palette. This is what I'm the most concerned about because I'm like, how is this gonna work? Okay, so there is highlighter, there's blushes. I guess there's what, 3 blushes? Yeah, it looks like there's highlighter, 3 blushes, and then like 2 bronzers. I might just mix these 2 together, quite honestly, and see how that works. Yeah, I might just mix them 2 together because the pans are not super large and I want to just kind of fluff my brush around in there. Okay, so I'm just gonna take these 2 and just kind of try to mix them together and see how that goes. And I believe this is my first time using one of these palettes, so very curious to see if it will work. Oh, it's working. Oh wow. Okay, didn't expect that. Yeah, it's working. Okay, so let's start doing some blending here on this side. Let me yeah, I'm glad I mixed them together because I think that dark one maybe is supposed to be a contour. But I'm not really a contour girly. I'm more of a bronzer, just a bronzer girly, so I just try to frame up my face with this. Yeah, I think it's definitely one of those products where it doesn't look like you're doing too much on the brush, but then when you put it on your face, it's like, hello. So I might kind of focus on the top one with just a little bit of the darker shade mixed in, because yeah, it's definitely working. I hope you guys can see it accurately on the camera because I'm not that great with my camera settings, so. Okay, and I'm going to take, you know, just my powder brush that I used for my regular powder, just to kind of try and even it out a little bit while keeping the bright areas on my face bright and blending that contour with my regular powder, or bronzer I should say. Maybe I should call it a bronzer because it honestly feels like it's both. It's 2 in 1. Yeah, definitely is working. Okay, so now I want to try out the blush. So since there's these 3 blushes in here, I think I'm just going to I'm gonna go into this darkest one, I guess. Let's just play with the darkest one. I was gonna just mix them all together, but let's just play with the darkest one for now. Definitely is showing. Definite pigment there for sure. Yeah, it's blending very nicely. I like that a lot. Woo. I definitely went ham with the blush, but at least you know it is pigmented and it does show, okay? For sure, for sure. Okay, you guys, so it's time to test out the highlighter, which is this one right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and test that out. It looks gorgeous. I'm sure it's going to be pretty. Ooh, yeah. Definitely don't need to pick up a lot of that. Yeah, it's definitely just like melting into the skin. Very, very pretty glow. I really like that. Like that a lot. So I got all of the lip products in the shade Riri, the new shade Riri. At least I think it's new. It's new to me. So, you know, it comes with the liquid lipstick and then the regular gloss bomb and then the stick gloss bomb. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a lip liner and I'm going to use the stick gloss bomb, because yeah, I want to try this out and see how it looks on me. So before I go in with the Riri lip gloss stick, I want to go in with my Juvia's Place lip liner, and this one is in the shade Kola. It's just a really dark brown shade. Very nice lip liner. Okay, so we're gonna go in with Fenty Beauty Riri, and this is what it looks like, just in case you haven't seen this shade. Oh, it feels so good. Went over the line a little bit. Oh, it feels good. Yeah, really, really pretty. Looks like a deep plummy type shade, a deep mauve-y plummy shade, but not super deep. It's like a mid-tone shade to me. I don't know, I wasn't gonna do an eye look because I really wanted to just focus on trying out these complexion products and seeing what I thought. So, am I gonna do an eye look? Yeah, let's do something really quick with this new Dior palette. I wasn't gonna do an eye look, but I'm like, why not? So this one is a Dior Backstage Smoky Essentials. So this is what this palette looks like. Very basic. Could go nice and smoky, just kind of soft mauve shades with like what looks like a dark gray and a lighter gray. So yeah, let's just do something really, really quick so we'll have something on our eyes. So I'm gonna take this center shade and put that in my crease. And this is my first time using one of these Dior eyeshadow palettes, so I'm really not sure like what's the best way to use it. Like to get the most bang for your buck, but I'm just going to try to do a quick look because I'm not really expecting too much from it, you know. After using a lot of indie brand shadows that are like extremely pigmented, I think shadows like these are geared more towards, you know, the everyday user or someone who's not really into like super duper bold eyeshadow colors. Next, I'm going to go into I guess the dark shade down here, this dark shade which looks like a black, but it could be like a dark, super dark gray. Ooh, that's some nice pigment. And I'm just kind of tapping and dragging a little bit just so that I can keep control of this eyeshadow since I've already done my complexion. Okay, and I want to add a little bit of this kind of like dark plum shade next to that black. And I'm just blending those two shades together as best as I can quickly. Okay, so I'm going to add in that little bit of that deep maroon shade. And since this palette doesn't have any like really shimmy shims, I'm trying to decide, do I want to just add another matte in the center, leave it how it is, or do I want to go in with one of these moon dust shadows from Urban Decay? And I kind of feel like I want to play with one of these moon dust shadows. And so when opening up this palette, let me see, which way does it go? Okay, so it opens up this way. So I want to play around with this shade down here. This one. I think I want to do this top one. I changed my mind. So I want to play around with this top shade here and just kind of tap it I'm not even using any, you know, glitter primer or glitter glue like I normally do. I am truly just trying to make this a quick little eye look. Just so that I have something on my eyes to go along with this foundation try on. Okay, okay. Oh, that's pretty. Okay. So I'm gonna go back into that deep plum shade and just blend out the edge of that shimmer a little bit. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna tap it all over, all over the eye look and just add a little bit of sparkle all over. We're moving into the holiday season, right? So we can sparkle all over, why not? Ooh, I like that, that's pretty. Very pretty. So now I'm just taking what's left of that dark, super dark gray shade and just kind of dragging it down to my lower lash line. What's left on the brush, because I don't want it to be too aggressively dark. I really like working with the shadows in this Dior palette because they're very like soft and easy to, I don't want to say soft, they're kind of like more so like satins. Even like the mattes are more like satins, so it's like they're easier to blend, easier to maneuver with and things like that. So yeah, I really like it, really like it a lot. I don't think I'm going to do any eyeliner because, you know, I just want to throw on a quick eye look just to play around with it. I really am liking this moon dust so far. Just the two shadows that I swatched are really pretty. You know, this one here is the one that I put on my lid, and this one I was going to put on my lids. See that? Very pretty. So yeah, I really like this little moon dust palette. I think it's gorgeous for adding like some little shimmer on top of a look. I love it on this look. It really brightened it up. So yeah, and so far I'm enjoying using this. So very pretty. The last item I believe I have that I wanted to test out was some mascara. This is from Ilia, and this is their Limitless Lash Mascara. So I'm gonna try this out. I just got the small one so that if I didn't like it, it wouldn't be that big of a deal. But if I do like it, then I can go ahead and grab the big one. So this is what the wand looks like. Very spiky, like the hard plastic. So that's one coat. So far it's not doing anything astronomical. It's nice. It's a nice mascara. But I'll do one more coat after I do this side, and then, you know, you guys can determine your thoughts on the mascara. Okay, so this is after 2 coats. Well, on this side has 1 coat. This side has 2 coats now, so it's not bad, actually. It's not bad at all. I think with 2 coats, hot flashes is kicking in, child. Hot flashes is kicking in. And I'm not trying to sweat this makeup off before I finish this video. Okay, so yeah, I feel like it's decent. You know, after 2 coats, it's not too bad. It didn't do, I don't feel like it did a whole lot of lengthening. I mean, my lashes are like struggle bust lashes anyway, so this is actually decent, really decent for my lashes. I think what I like about this the most is the wand, because with it being so like just prickly, it's like you can't really separate your lashes out really nicely. So that's really just personal preference. So that's it, you guys, for today's try on of some of the new items that I got from Sephora. I would say so far with the Patrick Ta foundation, I'm liking it so far. I really like the application. I enjoy how it feels right now. It's pretty lightweight. The only reason why I feel makeup on my face is because I have 10 other products on my face, but it's pretty lightweight. I think the shade that I got for myself, the Golden 20, is working out nicely. I like the finish. So only time will tell. We'll have to see how it holds up, and I will let you guys know, you know, when I do my product roundup. The next product roundup is going to be crazy because I have all the old stuff I was using and the new stuff that I just pulled. So that one is going to be extremely long. Yeah, but I had fun, you guys, so I got a lot more stuff to try on. So definitely look out for some more first impression try on videos of stuff that I just purchased, okay? So thanks for hanging out. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe, okay? If you enjoyed yourself, go ahead and subscribe to your girl. And if you like the video, hit like. So thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Toodles!